Welcome to Snapestar Patron. Oh, Lauren's just joined us too. Clayton is here, Julie is here, Lisa, and Lauren, welcome. Welcome to this week. We've had a little bit of an ups and downs experience with Facebook again, and I've been madly in the background chopping up the previous show so I can make sure it goes back on live today so we can get show 90 up there for some of the people that may have missed out. But that's not what we're here for. We're here, well, first of all, I'll give you a bit more of a closer look. I did give everyone a quick little preview last night of this beautiful guitar at, I think it was maybe 1 a.m. I don't know when I came on, but I was like, oh, I really need to show you this guitar before it gets debuted. But it's this beautiful instrument that I picked up the other day that I'm absolutely loving and have yet to write a song on. So no songs have been written on this yet. But I can just feel the vibrations from this. There are so many songs to come out of this beautiful little guitar. So I cannot wait to do that. Melita is here. Is 1 a.m. Melita was on at 1 a.m. because she was waiting for her little horse to have a foal. Has that happened yet, Melita? And this is the last one to foal. So you have pretty much had the I don't know what you call it. Do you call it the foaling season? You haven't slept for a good month or more, which is not much fun. But anyway, let's jump into today's song. And today's song came from Song Club again. And no, she hasn't foaled yet. There you go. Well, still waiting on. We thought we were going to wait. We thought that she was going to come, during the last show that I just did now, which would have been fine because Facebook kicked us off anyway. But let's jump in. And this song came from, you've got the lyric there in your email, so you can read along and listen along. I had a really good time playing and singing the backing vocals on this, just in the demo. The drums aren't quite right because it's the automatic drummer that you can program on Logic, which is pretty amazing. It's pretty cool. But here we go. I'm going to upload this baby. Where are we? This is called Wish You Well. Start rolling. Turn the last card and you told her. They went on, who is asking? Oh, left to fight in this darkness. Everyone tonight. Oh, I wish you well. All gifts of gold. Your count away keeps me rolling through the night. Start over. Gravity becomes my newfound shoulder. Tears can make you stand. Everyone likes diamonds, flecks of green lit in your eyes. Arms can break you, but I'm born to survive. Oh, I wish you well. All gifts of God. So there you go. So the yeah, very dark. Dave says very dark. Sounds like a teen horror movie soundtrack, where the new loner kid is introduced. Oh, your cutaway is rolling through the night. Yeah. Yeah, it came from the line was rolling, keeps me rolling or something like that, and so I just started the song with that and let a story unfold. But this chord progression here has been like at almost every sound check that I've ever done with the band. I get up on stage to test the guitar, and I just do. I play this chord, and then I make. And so this little chord progression has been with me forever, and so I thought I'm just going to write a song with that little chord progression so it can be something and have a little, at least somewhere to hang its hat. And so that's where that went. And then the move to the G. Oh, I wish you well. I love that pull, the way it's like gives me a really, it's like a warm feeling. I wish you well. Oh, years ago, your count away keeps me rolling through the night. Anyway, it's it was really fun to jam to and also fun to play on. And for some reason I have a really good time playing the bass. And I remember You Like It Better live. Oh, cool. Well, you know what? Maybe I should start playing some of these live. But the thing is, I have such a good time making the recordings when I'm writing the song as well. So I want to share that with you. So it takes a while for some of these songs to sink in. And what I thought going forward from here, since we're at number 24, and I thought maybe I might upload the songs in this email, the email that you get with the lyric now, so you can have a listen pre this video. And so you guys can come a little bit more prepared with opinions and thoughts and comparisons and stuff like that. So I'm not kind of like just throwing the song at you and you going, oh yeah, that's good. So that might be a little bit more interesting conversation wise. So I'll do that for next time. It also saves you waiting after the show for the upload of the song. So you don't have to wait then because you'll already have it. Anyone want to say anything about it? Everyone's pretty good. Awesome. Oh, Lauren. Yep. Let's go.
I put a note in the private chat, but I thought you were channeling a little bit of Jeff Buckley there, just in a couple of places.
Had that haunting kind of thing going on, didn't it? And it may well have been that little thing there has something magical about it. The way that it lifts the melody and pulls the chords through. I really love that. Some of my favorite parts in songs are where the chords are a little bit different, or you're not sure where the melody could fit, but there's like one little gap where the melody can seamlessly go through and then tie the whole song together. But I love that comparison. Any Jeff Buckley comparisons are always welcome. But as you may or may not know, the only time I've ever sung a Jeff Buckley song was when Tommy played it for me. And I don't know if you've ever found that video on YouTube. And it was very intense because they chose that song, and I'm like, how the hell am I going to sing this song? And then worked on it and came up with a performance that was good for the moment. So and then a whole bunch of new respect for Jeff Buckley and what he was able to do. I tell you what, pretty amazing. All right, what else did I want to say? I'm sure there was something else I wanted to say here today. So the cover that's going to be released this month. I'm super happy about that. I just thought, well, you know what? It was a really great cover of that Elton song, and we may as well put it out there and see, just to have it out there in the world. And so that's all loaded up, ready to go. It's going to automatically become available in all of the different things. And as for promotion, I'll probably post about it on Facebook and stuff, but I'm not going to do much else other than that. It'll just be there for you guys to enjoy. So, and you'll be able to have it on all of your things. So you won't have to log into anything or anything. You can listen to it wherever you listen to music, which is going to be very, very cool. What else do I want to say? That's pretty much it, I think, unless there are any other questions or comments anyone wants to make. Yep, Clayton?
Yeah, I just wanted to make mention of a couple of different things. I really enjoy the lines, bonds can break you, but I'm born to survive. You could almost put that into any life challenge and go, yes, that's a hopeful sort of process. And in a dark song, I just love that, or dark sounding song. Anyway, I just love that contrast. Like, Think, for example, sounds very different, obviously, but The A-Team by Ed Sheeran, very sad song, but it sounds so happy. So it was sort of that in reverse a little bit, and I really enjoyed that. And also really subtle drums through at least the start of it. I felt the second verse or into the first chorus, I'd forgotten, sorry, but there was drums there and you could hear it, but also probably because I really try listening to the mixes of things, and I'm like, oh, there's some drums. You can't, it's not overpowering, but there's a nice almost background feature in that, and I thought that was fantastic.
I appreciate that. The interesting thing about the mix, and it's always a really good mix, will enable you to hear most of the instruments all the time. So if it's mixed well, you will be able to hear the drums there, and they'll be present, and you'll be able to hear separate cymbals and separate drums because they're all EQ'd perfectly to fit in the mix. You'll be able to hear the vocals clearly. You'll be able to hear all of the guitars clearly. This obviously hasn't been mixed other than me throwing it together. And so in lieu of not EQing the drums properly for the song and the other instruments, I pulled them back just so you could feel them, but so they weren't too intense, because if they were any louder than that, they would have been, too much and too overpowering. But I'm glad you liked that lyric. The irony, well, not so much the irony, but there's a few things playing on the inside of the bonds can break you thing, obviously, because bonds are not supposed to be broken, right? They're the things that hold things together and everything. And so there's that opposition of what bonds are supposed to be, but also the pressure that is contained in relationships and things like that is what that line is about. And I'm glad you picked up on that and enjoyed it. I really enjoy playing with words, not only for their meaning, but also for the way that they feel when they are sung, because each single word, and I think that I've covered this before, but every single word that we talk, every time we say something, every word has like a series of memories that go back in our brains, right? We contain all of the history of that word for our experience. And so when we place these words out there into the world, we give people like chemical hits, and emotional reactions come from the sounds of those words. And so not only the actual meaning of the word, but the way that the word is placed causes an emotional reaction, which I love Neil Finn's work in that
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
because he is this master of creating an image and a picture and an emotion and a feeling through lyrics. But when you read the lyrics and you just read them for what they are on face value, they kind of don't make a lot of sense some of the time, until you dig around and understand how they fall in the melody and stuff like that. So it's always fascinating to dive into that kind of stuff. And a lot of the time now, especially with these quick writes, I'm throwing words around and throwing a whole bunch of words at it, making a bit of a monument of words, and then just carving away the ones that don't work. And in that way, it's sort of like sculpting with lyrics. And the ones that are left, this is the way I judge it, if they still tell the story and have the feeling that I want to put across and they fit in the music, then they're right. As long as they don't take your attention away. Sometimes a line or words will take your attention out of the song. And when that happens, they're not working properly. You've got to change them. You've got to move them around. There was an interesting change in Sunday today that I noticed, and I forget where it was, but come out from your shelter, step out of your... And I sang Mind. Step out of the shelter, step out of your mind. And I thought, wow, what a mistake to make. And I'm like, hang on a second, that's actually not a bad mistake to make. And this is another example of why songs develop and change and move on as you go forward. Subconsciously, because I was looking at a whole bunch of other things, my brain is, throwing things together and making, a particular song like Sunday that I've known and played forever. It's still developing. It's still changing. There was a lot more notes that I held in different places in the performance of Sunday today, which is always fun. It always has that little element of like, I don't know what actually is going to happen next, which is really what life is about, right? Don't really know what's going to happen next. Like we kind of, we love getting, our ducks in a row and knowing that things are going to happen and planning stuff, but we really don't know what's going to happen next. And that's why I love stuff like this where I can share, oh, Mum is here. Oh my goodness. Mum, is this the first time that you've made it onto a Patron show? I think it is. Please, everyone, welcome my mum. Hi, Mum.
Mom.
Hi. Well, you missed your ducks away out of my... All right. Okay, that's enough. Okay, we might have to ban Mum from the Patreon page. We might get a little bit too much here. That's pretty much it for us today. Does anyone else want to say anything? Oh, Bunny's here. Hi, Bunny.
So late.
Oh, you're right. You've been out playing shows?
Yeah, just got back.
Oh, fantastic. Did it go well?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Slow.
Yeah. But it went well. Yeah. Oh, that's really good. And I know Jan's out on the road, so we're not going to see her here today. And Tom and Val are out there. They saw Tommy as well. I saw a picture of Tom up with Tommy, which was just really cool.
Tomorrow night.
Which was awesome.
I'm going
Julie
tomorrow night.
Did Julie disappear? Oh, there you are again.
Here
Anyway.
she is.
So that's pretty much it for today's show. So let's end this broadcast. But if you want to stay on just for a quick little chat, you're welcome to. Here we go. Thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoyed the new song. Okay.